Hello viewers, today we're going to be servicing the fans and mounting them back in the unit. I'm only going to replace the one fan that was having a noisy bearing issue. So the other three I'm going to lubricate and put back in the service. So these kind of fans can be oiled. There is an oil port. You can actually kind of see the outline of it in the middle of the sticker there. But the sticker has to get removed before we can access the oil port. Sometimes this is relatively easy, sometimes it's not. What I like to do is take a knife, a precision knife, and I try to lift up the edge of the sticker. Now, it doesn't always come right away, and sometimes it's kind of difficult to get this off. Looks like it's starting to come now. Now, I'm not being too careful about keeping the cosmetics of this nice because with the way it's mounted, you can't see it from the outside of the unit, so it's not really an issue. So this is coming now. I'm just going to slowly kind of peel it up with the knife. I don't want to go too much because you can cut through it. I just want to go enough to kind of pull the stickiness off of there. And the knife is coming apart. And once we've kind of got it like this, you can keep doing this a little bit, or you may be able to just peel it right off. And I want to keep the sticker around. I don't want to let the sticker get lost or come off completely because we're going to put it back on to kind of keep this all clean and dry. So here's the oil port inside here. And again, I'm going to go here with the knife and just stick it into the side and kind of pull up, and that'll release not release, but open up the bearing. So now we can take oil for fans, and we can put a few drops of oil in there. Okay, now I'm going to put this back on. And you can see it doesn't necessarily stick in there really well, so that's why I wanted to preserve the sticker so that we can put the sticker back over it and make that seal again. So now there's no way that any dust or anything is going to get inside the bearing, at least not from the oil port anyways. And the typical oiling procedure, we'll kind of move the shaft forward and back a little bit. This doesn't really have a lot of forwards play. We'll spin it and make sure oil gets in there. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one of the fans I haven't serviced yet, just so we can see the difference in the spin down time. Alright, so the one on the left has not been serviced. Of course, this is not highly scientific precision means of measuring this, but you can see that the spin down time of the one that was just serviced is substantially better. Oh dear. Okay. Well, I mean, I've been fixing fans for a long time, and this is something I cannot say I've ever seen before. There's like a powder in there. This is the replacement fan. This is a Mechatronics branded fan. And this one is ball bearing. So in theory, this one, at least the bearings anyways, should last a lot longer than the original ones did. Now, we're going to mount this back in here. Now I'm going to mount it a little bit differently, because originally it was riveted in here, which I didn't like, because it made it difficult to service and maintain. So I went around to the store, something I rarely do, and I bought some nuts and bolts. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attach the fan with these removable bolts. Now these are 2 inches long. Probably could have gone with 1.5, but this is what we have. Actually, this is a good length. So this is how it's going to mount. And so instead of the rivets, we're going to have these bolts and nuts. And this is, this is much easier to service, to remove for service every year, or however often this gets serviced in the future, than the rivets were. And regular household tools are now able to remove this fan, and I'll put ones on the bottom too. But anyways, so that's that. That's the fan serviced and mounted back in place. I would do that to the other 3, the other 2, and then I'll get a replacement 3rd one. And this will be the 4th one. And then I have to modify the drain. Because I talked to the owner of the equipment and he suggested I modify it at my discretion. So I'm going to go ahead and modify this so that water does not accumulate in here. This is the drain right here for the water, so when this fills up it'll overflow into there. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to put a drain over on this side. So I'm going to use the same hole here where the hose comes out, goes down here, passes through here, and then it's going to go right out. I don't know, probably put a hole maybe here or here, somewhere in there, and just drain the water right out of the unit.